Hello, my friends. Hope you are all doing well. Happy Saturday. I'm just going to make sure that it pops up on the other side of my screen. I hope that you are well. If you are in the live chat, please say hello so I can say hello to you. And it looks like I am good to go. Happy Saturday, my friends. I hope that you are all doing well, whether you are new here or returning, welcome. My name is Tammy Savello, and welcome to Cards by TLC. Hello, Jenny. Welcome in. Okay, my friends, I am in full craft fair mode. I have mentioned this on multiple lives. Over the next several weeks, I thought it would be fun to do a My Favorite Craft Fair Items series. Today, I want to share with you a couple of my top selling items. I absolutely sell out of these each and every year. Hello, welcome in everybody. Hello, Patty. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Sue. Good morning, my friends. So, like I said, I have a couple of items here that I absolutely sell out each and every year. First up, my desk calendar, my Post-it calendar, desk calendar. It's an easel format and it sits right up there, and it is perfect for your coworkers, your teachers, any friends that you may have that want to have that calendar sitting on your desk. I have this on my desk each and every year. This by far is my number one selling item. Next up, hand sanitizers. We are at that time of year that we need a perfect little hand sanitizer. So this year, I thought I would change things up thanks to my fellow demonstrator, Dawn Griffiths. She came up with this design, I believe, here on YouTube. But I don't know about you, but every year I always got that question, what scent is it? What scent is it? Because it was packaged up in a cello bag. So I thought that this design was perfect, that they can look to see what scent is in the box. I might even have it to where they could choose their scent out of a basket and then put it in the box of their choice. So I'm debating on going back and forth between that. First and foremost, I wanted to show you where I get my calendars. I get them off of Tailored Expressions, and it comes in a package of 10 for like $4. I mean, that is insane. It's an insane price. I actually paid more in shipping to have it mailed to me than I did in the actual price. Your Alexa is telling you about the hand sanitizer. That is so funny. That's hilarious, Patty. Oh my goodness. So this is where I get the mini calendars. They're perfect for this layout. But we're going to go ahead and start in with the hand sanitizers. Now, we are familiar with these hand sanitizers. I actually get them either on sale at Bath & Body Works. However, past couple of years, I've missed their sale, so I've had to get them on Amazon. They do sell these on Amazon, so you can go ahead and take a look there. I get my Post-its on Amazon. But we're going to go ahead and start in with our hand sanitizers. This is the perfect cute little box. It can even be for a treat box. You don't have to use it for hand sanitizers, but it is perfect. It pops up. I am using the adorable designer paper. I cut out our cute little penguin and did our little candy canes. This is from the Snowy Scenes designer paper, and it comes with these adorable patterns, very wintry penguins, and all of that. And it has our cute little candy canes. So this is where I got the paper from. The sentiment is from the Snowy Wonder bundle, but I'm just going to use the Season's Greetings today on this project. But we can go ahead and dive in and start creating. Let's go over all of the sizes and bits and pieces. Now, don't worry. If you miss anything on the live, you can either watch the replay or otherwise the Sizes and dimensions will be on my blog post tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. So be sure you head on over there in case you missed a size. I guess she was listening to me. So we have for our main holder in real red, let me find my sizes here. I've got all of my sizes posted up in front of me. I am using a card base and it's in real red, and this is cut at 3 3/4 by 8.5. Our designer papers I have already pre-cut out. Let me get all the pieces here. So for our bottom half of our box, we have a piece that is cut at 1 5/8 by 1 7/8. And be sure you pay attention for directional purposes. And then we have 2 side panel pieces for our bottom half, and these are cut at 7/8 by 1 7/8. So that is our lower part of our box. Let me go ahead and just put that right there. And our upper half of our box, we have a piece that is cut at, where are we at? 1 3/8 by 1 5/8. And then we have 2 pieces for the top part of our box, 7/8 by 1 3/8. I have a deckled circle in real red. You noticed I did it on basic white here and added my penguin, but I'm going to go ahead and add our snowman. I've already pre-cut that out ahead of time for us. And then I have stamped the sentiment in real red on basic white, and I just fussy cut around the sentiment. We're going to do it just a little bit differently today, but let's go ahead and I'm going to keep these up at the top and these up at the bottom, and then that way I know that that's what that's used for. We're going to go ahead and start scoring and cutting and all the things. So along the 3 3/4 inch side, I am going to be scoring at 1 2 3/4. So make sure I get that at that 1. So 1 2 3/4. Then I'm going to rotate, and along that 8.5 inch side, I'm going to be scoring. Let's go ahead and open up this arm here because we need to extend out. I'm going to be scoring at 2 inches. 3 inches. 6 inches. And 7 inches. And that is it for that. And I'm going to come in and we are going to bring in our bone folder and crease our edges, and then we will cut up our box. So we want to crease up all of those edges. And then I'm going to bring in my paper snips. And we are going to start off by just trimming up these score lines right here where these boxes are. And we are going to cut up and then angle cut those boxes to help fold up the box. What we want to do is you want to come in and angle cut or miter cut those edges right there like so. So cut up and then cut that little angle. What this does is when you're folding up the box, it helps it come together a little bit more nicely. And I'm about ready to rip this. I need to cut that a little bit better. I'm paying attention to the comments and not the project. So that should be okay. We're going to cut up those score lines. on both sides of our cardstock. How is everyone doing on this Saturday morning? Hope you are all doing well. I want to thank you all for joining me on my new day. Now there will be a couple of Saturdays in November that I'm going to probably switch my day to possibly a Sunday, just because of craft fair, because of craft fairs, and I gave this idea to my friend Jenny yesterday, I just might just go live with you on those craft fair days and show you how I set up my table and how I set up my display. I think I might do that. That might actually be fun. So those are all cut. And let's go ahead and get that out of the way here. And I want to make sure I have this. The larger part is the bottom part of the box and the shorter end is the top part of our box. And we're going to go ahead and adhere our designer paper to that. I'm just going to come in with some liquid glue on that. But when I'm putting together my box, I'm going to definitely do a stronger adhesive. And like I said, this is where you want to pay attention to directional. If you have a directional designer paper. But since this is non-directional, I can put it any way I would like. So basically, if you were to do directional, you want to make sure that your pattern's going this way and that way. Okay. And if you are new to my chat, I would love to know if you are brand new to my channel. I would love to give you a special shout out. Oh, come on, little guy. Stay there. And then I'm going to come in, pull that up. And if you're watching the replay, let me know if you are a first-time viewer. Okay, now we're going to flip this over and we are going to fold in these tabs and we're going to add some strong adhesive to this. You can use liquid glue, but I highly recommend possibly using either Seal or Seal Plus or even tear and tape. But I'm going to come in with my Seal and that should be strong enough. And I'm going to come in and add adhesive to our tabs because we're going to be folding up our box. Now this is going to be folding up and these tabs are going to be folded to the inside of the center part of this box. I'm just going to come in here and make sure that those edges line up accordingly. Like so. And then I'm going to come in here and add some tear and tape, or some seal. And this is going to fold up and wrap around the outside of our box. These come together so quickly and so easy. And you get two boxes out of an 8.5 by 11. And then I'm just going to come up here and make sure that that lines up accordingly, like so. Put my finger in there and crease that edge and secure that edge. Okay, next up we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold in our tabs and add some adhesive, and this is going to fold up to the inner part of those tab pieces. There we go. Fold that down. And again, I'm going to come in with my thumbs and secure that. And we have our cute little box. We'll add our cute little hand sanitizer. And now we're going to go ahead and decorate the box. And because this opens, I'm going to secure my deckled circle just to the top part of that. And we are going to add our sentiment to the bottom half of that. And that's what our box is going to look like. And of course, we have to finish up with some red and white twine. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my little snow globe. Thank you, ladies. I am glad you like it. Santa might be bringing you one of those for your stocking this year. Or at least Santa's little helper. Now I'm going to come in and I'm just going to add some adhesive just to this top part of my deckled circle, because you don't want to close that shut. And my little snow globe kind of decided to move there. And then I'm going to bring in some Stampin' Dimensionals. Yes, Stampin' Dimensionals, not foam sheets, because I don't have my foam sheets handy right now. So I'm just going to come in with some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop up our sentiment. I very rarely use Stampin' Dimensionals now, but I still use them. They still get some love. And then I should have done this ahead of time. You know me and my bows, but we're going to try it. I'm going to fold over that bow. I think I may have done it. Yes, I did it. For those of you that are new to my channel, Tammy does not do bows very well on camera. Oh, you know what? Patty, that is a good idea. I'm wondering if I have any lip balms handy. 100%. Hold on just a second. I might have a lip balm or two over here in my on my crafting table. Hold that thought. She just gave me an idea. I have one. I do have two. Here we go. Hold on. Patty just gave me a really good idea. Hand sanitizer or a couple of lip balms. You can actually, I think, maybe fit 3 lip balms in there, possibly 3. And maybe a lip balm and a hand sanitizer. Hold up. Let's see if you both fit. No, you're both not going to fit. But a couple of lip balms do fit in there. Good idea. Love that. Okay. And then we have our cute little bow. Like so. There is our cute little hand sanitizer. Does a gift card fit in it? Hold that thought. Patty, you are throwing some amazing ideas. Nope, we're too wide for a gift card. Unfortunately, a gift card does not fit in there. So we've got a hand sanitizer and a couple of lip balms, some treats. No problem, Jen. You have a wonderful day. So there is our project number 1. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to our calendar. Again, I get these at tailoredexpressions.com. If you want to take a screenshot of that, you get a set of 10. They come just like that for $4. And then you can get these at Dollar Tree, or you can get them on Amazon, whichever you would like to do. I just happen to get them in bulk on Amazon. Okay, let's go ahead and start off. Our designer paper is actually from the Iconic Celebrations. And earlier in the week on Tuesday, Jenny and I focused on the designer paper of Iconic Celebrations. So if you missed that video, it is here on the channel. And this is the pattern that I chose to use. It goes with my Misty Moonlight. I'm a blues girly. Plus I had a blue notepad to put in there. So this is cut actually from one sheet of 8.5 by 11. And our first cut is at, where are we at here? Hold please. Hold, please. Okay, I had to find my dimensions here on my notes here. 3 1/4 by 10.5. So we have a 3 1/4 by 10.5, and we have 4 3/4 by 7. And when you cut that basically leaves you just this piece left over that you can use for a card panel layer as well. And then we have our designer piece of paper that is cut at 3 1/2 by 3. So we are going to go ahead and bring in our trimmer again, and we're going to start off by doing our scoring and our cutting and all the things. Chocolates, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to extend my arm because we need to do some scoring here. And I apologize for that glare. My ring light. Let me see if no, you're still going to be on there. I apologize for that glare, but we are going to go ahead and maybe pull this down. That's a little bit better. Okay, so we have a 3 1/4 by 10.5, and we are going to be scoring along the 10.5 inch side, and we are going to be scoring at 4 inches. And we are going to be scoring at 8 inches. Nine inches. And 10 inches. Okay, now we're going to bring in our 4 3/4 by 7-inch side, and along our 7-inch side, we're going to be scoring. I'm going to go ahead and close that arm. I don't think I need that anymore right now. We are going to be scoring along the 7-inch side at 4 and 4 1/4. So 4 and 4 1/4. Then we are going to turn it vertically, and along the 4 3/4 inch side, we're going to be scoring at 4 1/4 on both sides. So 4 1/4, flip it, and 4 1/4. So now along this leaves, I don't know if you guys can see those score lines, but the wider side that looks like the bigger box, we're going to be taking and lining up at 1 1/2, and we're going to be scoring down to just this first score mark. So we are going to line that up at 1 1/2, and you're going to just score down to that first score line. And then we are going to flip it and see where that score line is. We're going to line that up, and it should be lined up at 5 1/2. Yep, that lines it up with 5 1/2, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm just going to line that up at that score line and score up like that. And basically, that's going to help us remove and cut off these pieces. So I'm gonna hold off on creasing my edges because it'll be easier for me to cut on this one. But we are going to be cutting up and removing these rectangle pieces. So cut up that score line. I think I need to check my dimensions on this, because this is not leaving me a very big bottom. This is supposed to be leaving me a larger bottom. My apologies, my friends. I need to check my dimensions on that. I'm just realizing, because this should be bigger. Yeah, this should be a lot bigger. Let me just double check this. Okay, we're gonna go forward, and I'm gonna make sure that I have the correct sizes and dimensions on the blog post tomorrow, because I think these are not right. This should be a wider bottom. But in the meantime, we just cut up these angle squares right here. And I'm going to kind of still go through the motions. And I might redo this video next week, just because I don't think these dimensions are correct on this box. Because basically this is going to be folding up like that. And that doesn't leave a very good bottom. But we're going to go ahead and go forward. I'm going to double check the sizes and dimensions. And we are going to still make this work, because I want it to work for you guys. Okay, so we are going to adhere our designer paper. This should be a wider bottom. So note that this is and will be a wider bottom. And I might show it again next week, just to make sure that those dimensions, I need to double check my dimensions on this. I have not made this in over a year, and I may have misjudged some of the dimensions, but we are going to go ahead and go forward with how this goes together. We're going to adhere this, and then I'm going to come in with a corner rounder, or if you have a corner chomper, this is optional. If you choose to corner round your edges, I would do them all at the same time. And this should have been corner rounded ahead of time. That way it corner rounds that a little bit, but I think I'm going to redo this one. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and put it together as normal. I'm going to add my tailored expressions, and it'd be cute. I think I actually even might add, yeah, I think I want to add a little bit of a background. So we are going to come back to this video next time, because I definitely want to work this out with you. Let's go ahead and see if I can figure this out ahead of time. I want this to come together really nicely, and I'm really concerned about that bottom of that edge right there. So I think if I cut this, let me see if 4 might work. We're just flying on the seat of our pants on this one. Okay, so we're gonna do maybe 3.5. That looks good. And we're gonna do 2 3/4. 2 3/4 by 3.5. I just wanted to give it kind of a little bit more actually 2 3/4 by maybe 3 1/4. You are seeing me kind of go let's see here. Let's do 2.5 and see if that works. Yeah, that works a lot better. So come back to the sizes and dimensions on my blog post tomorrow. We're still going to go forward and see if this comes together. But you should have a larger bottom of that. And I'm going to be putting this in the description box as well to head to my blog post for proper dimensions on this calendar. I apologize, my friends. Like I said, I haven't made this in over a year. I really should have double checked that again and made sure I had the correct dimensions on that. But I just kind of wanted to give this a little bit more border there. Okay, we've got like that. And then these tab pieces fold in like so. And it folds up. So I'm going to see if I could still make this work. Yep. Okay, we're going to add strong adhesive right here. I think it'll still be okay, but it won't be as big of a thicker bottom, which I want it to be. So I'm going to make sure that, again, I have the sizes and dimensions on my blog post tomorrow that are correct. We're going to fold this up and make sure that those are folded in, and then I'm going to come in and adhere There, yeah, see, this is kind of giving me a wonky bottom. This needs to be a thicker bottom. So it folds up like that. So you get that idea. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you how to attach it to our easel piece. Okay, we are going to crease those edges. Where's my bone folder? Okay, we're going to fold up on that second score line. Then we fold down on the next score line. And then we fold up, just like so. We're going to add some strong adhesive right here along the bottom edge. And then we flap down this top piece, like so. And that gives us our easel piece that this stands up on. Next up, we are going to go ahead and corner round those edges. See how this bottom half doesn't come together really nicely. So that bottom half dimension is incorrect. But we are going to make sure that we have that fixed for you on the blog. And I will go ahead and also kind of show you on the live next week, along with our other projects that we're going to be doing next week. And then I'm going to add some adhesive, probably about 4 strips, and then we add the top of this box lined up, and that comes out like that. So I am definitely going to double check on those sizes and dimensions, but you kind of get the idea. And I think I'm going to go ahead and remake this next week along with a couple other bonus projects that we have. But these are our top selling items. This is what the bottom is supposed to look like. So that is our desk calendar. And then we have our cute little hand sanitizer or treat box or lip balm holder. But I hope you like these 2 projects. Again, I apologize for this. We are definitely going to recreate this next week and figure out what went wrong there. But I absolutely love these items. I hope you do too. And I hope that you add them to your craft fair gift giving ideas for this year. And I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all next week with proper sizes and dimensions on that, as well as it will be in my blog post tomorrow. So come back to my blog post at cardsbytlc.com tomorrow, October 27th. And then next week, we will go ahead and I will show you how to put that together with the proper sizes and dimensions on that. Again, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you all, and I will see you all next time. Bye.